on and my mics. Why do I not have like a button for my mic on my stream deck? That seems weird.
I
Because you like to be weird.
This is
really got to turn
true.
Chun up for some reason today.
Yeah, I've been messing with people's levels on my side myself. Suppose this gives me an opportunity to mess with.
It doesn't help that right now we're in the middle of the really cool actual rock part of my new intro song, which goes
I
really
cannot
hard and
hear.
everything is loud.
Yeah,
I cannot
it
hear
can't
your intro
be
song.
I would
heard.
I would turn
On
on
your-
your intro song on my side, except the only way I can get your guys' audio is through desktop audio because I can't get Discord as its own channel.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to
that's-
have that be an echo.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we cannot hear what Dehedro's song.
Yeah, it's not playing for me either.
You cannot hear the intro song on my stream.
No.
Yeah, first. Can't hear it.
I have it playing through this, so maybe the last time I didn't even play either. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Well, I've at least always fixed my lack of buttons, so that's good.
Oh, I'll
Yay.
fix that later.
No more lack of buttons. Now you have a plethora of buttons.
Oh,
Plethora of buttons, and hello everybody!
I've had far too many buttons for far too long. Have you if you've been watching any of the Blood Bowl stuff?
There's no such thing as too many buttons.
Konnichiwa.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation. I think we're on episode officially 3 now.
Yes.
I've
The
lost track.
tomb of too many buttons.
That would just be the entire thing of, okay, you have 20 million buttons to press. Which one do you press? Roll a dexterity to see if you press it. You failed.
You press the one immediately to the left of it.
No.
Little did you know that was the correct button. You've already beaten the campaign in 1 second.
Oh, well, congratulations. Well, since everyone's here, that's all done. Then thank you, everyone, for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. We will see you in the next one. Yeah, okay.
So we are back here
At
with...
least, at least we... I appreciate you following through with the bit memes.
We are here with Chun,
As always,
Digi,
A
Kitsu,
Konnichiwa.
Memes,
Hey,
and Zach,
yo.
playing their respective characters, Diggory, Dr. Gwen, Shauna, Rote, and Ocular, as they journey through Port Nazaru, where they are basically staying the entire campaign, apparently.
Yeah, we're just gonna stay here and nowhere else.
I'm going to
Dun,
gamble on dino races and continue working my Minotaur magic to hopefully get in good with the bookie queen.
Dun, 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 dun.
Also,
Well-
I think your heckles are broken.
Aren't they always?
Yes.
I eventually need to get myself something cool like that, but haven't figured out how to do that with Streamlabs. Well, that's a future me problem.
Yes.
Current me, who wants to do a recap if you guys remember anything from last session?
I did it last time, so someone else take it.
Well, let's see here. Last session, we did a bunch of... Who's playing trombone? Last session, we did a bunch of generic shopping around the Grand Souk and the Red Bazaar, eventually. Let's see. Shauna and the professor took their time going through the High District to find a lovely viewpoint by which to make a beautiful picture of the bay with the statue in the middle for as a commission for somebody within the souk. Meanwhile, Osler, Rote, and Diggory took their time in the Beggar's Palace slash Executioner's Run, seeking out that small bit of employment that they were given with the aforementioned Bookie Queen. Finding her after placing a few bets on the Executioner's Run, they roughed up one of the usual suspects of being behind on payments. Got a little bit of recompense in the form of a gem of some variety. I've forgotten that off the top of my head. And the potential of more work in the future. After that, we all met back up, discussed our future plans, such as they are, and left to our respective inns to get what rest we could, where we could, especially those of us that were at the Rowdy Inn versus the Nice Inn. Thank you. I'm here always. I have no life.
All right. And Shun, you shall be given inspiration for doing the recap.
Whoop, wrong button. No, okay, I don't need to show that.
Yes, you do. Dare you not say what needs to not to be shown?
Yeah, no. What I mean is that I had Dehedro's Twitch on where my character sheet on my screen should have been.
So it was Twitchception for a second?
Yeah.
All right. You guys also did see a few things kind of going
Yeah, I
on as
really
well
like
too
this show
last
tonight.
time where
At these prices, who's gonna complain?
while Dr. Gwenwyn and Shauna were passing by the temple, there was a few people who were leaving there, arguing with an old man. You guys went to the Temple of Gond to see a few things, kind of not necessarily get any blessings, but Rote was visiting his god and was doing a few things around there. And that's basically
Hmm.
kind of where you guys ended up and then leaving and going back as you said. So it is a new morning. The town again, the heat rises and you guys are it's already starting early morning in here. Um but as you step outside, you notice it is actually raining out in the very beginning of the day, cooling you just a little bit. But what do you guys want to do?
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, we should probably, after spending the day in this, doing stuff in the city, we should probably start going about in the jungle, don't you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't we going to go to the merchant prince's place?
Find about how going through the jungle.
Hmm. Probably a good idea at that point.
I mean, to me, this just feels like like I'm on a school trip.
Yeah, school trips are much more boring than this.
Well, you haven't been on You haven't been to a museum then.
Oh, I have. It's still boring.
I effectively lived in a type of museum. It's not the best life. So many people.
What?
So many people like, don't touch that book. Don't look at this book. That one will eat your soul. You dog-eared a page. Oh, we'll kick you out for a while.
Yeah, that's very annoying when they do that. There's too many interesting things in there that you could be grabbing, but they don't allow you to.
How bad would the merchant princess be? Let's go. Just runs off.
Well, I guess that makes our decision easy then.
Yep.
Off to the Merchant Princes, I guess.
So yeah, we're heading to the Merchant Princess.
Okay.
Seems.
Shauna, with you bolting off during this wet morning, you start running down the streets of the Red Bazaar and see some people loading up a rather large barrel towards the top of one of the parts. You start diving by there, and suddenly you hear somebody shouting, "Look out!"
Hmm?
as that water barrel is now crashing down, basically where you are headed, and without you able to stop in the rain. Makes me a DC dexterity save.
How far away am I?
Well,
Um,
considering we haven't started running yet, we're probably
yeah,
walking
this is
behind.
you're pretty far down for that one. You wouldn't be able to reach in time.
Fair enough.
DC.
A dexterity save.
Yeah, dexterity save.
Yes.
Okay. I think my D20 has decided that it's not wanting to work correctly.
Do you have the hardware acceleration turned off?
Probably.
Yeah, that's probably why. It goes like really slow if you have that turned off.
Uh, no, more of it's not wanting to actually do the roll. My D20 is not wanting to.
Do you want me to try?
The Beyond 20 is not working.
Oh?
Curse you beyond 20.
Hang on, I'm just gonna roll a quick initiative, see if it's working on my end.
Sure.
That looks good for me, at least.
Okay.
In the past, I got a notification that it updated. It could be that it's out of date.
Probably. Uh, at least the saving throws seem like they're out of date.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your dexterity bonus?
Her dex mod is 0.
0.
Just roll a d20 and roll 20 then, and we'll add 0 to it.
I need to fix it
I
then.
think. Yeah, those are working.
Skills are working. Skills are working. Just saving throws aren't.
Saving throws and using the direct skill checks. Like if you say, well, roll for wisdom. Like you can't really do that right now.
I did
And
a
then-
normal roll.
You rolled a 2.
Yes.
Also,
That does
it
not seem
appears
good.
that weapon attack actions aren't working either.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Stuff like
mine
that
aren't,
is
at
working.
least.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait. Did
Okay, this is weird.
Did I?
Hmm.
All
Wait,
the
did it
checking of
fix?
things. What?
Let
Did you
me
find?
see. No, it did not fix. Uh, I rolled an acrobatics to see if it fixed or if that worked, and it rolled several times.
So your sheet is just not working at all, Kitsu?
Uh,
No, it's working because I see the acrobats, and then
yeah, it's
It rolled a d20 twice for acrobatics.
I rolled the acrobatics, and then it rolled a
Yeah.
d20 for something else.
Yeah, I know. Which
why
is.
mine is rolling twice for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is rolling. What were you trying to do with it?
I was just clicking on different things. Like I did a random history one, and then I did a firebolt. To see
Okay,
So
apparently
that you.
I think I figured it out. That 17 is actually for my dex save because it is showing a 20. Or it's showing a 0. I think that's what that
Weird.
17 is.
Um,
Huzzah for D&D Beyond breaking beyond 20.
Who would have thought? One of the most powerful tools that wasn't in control of WotC is now under control of WotC and now doesn't want to have any sort of interaction with anything not under the
Oh.
control of WotC.
Yeah, another thing. I think Roll20 is updating their UI or something. Because I've been having issues with I'm only working on Mondays where we can't see each other like in the game at all.
Yeah.
Not
Like it'll just show our name
recognizing
at the
the
bottom.
correctly open sidebar for Beyond 20. Huh. Yeah, I think that's a buggy bug on their side.
Mm,
Because when I tried to I tried to roll Beyond 20 dice, it just pulls up the dexterity saving throw plus 0 description of what it does,
hmm.
not the actual roll. So yeah.
So I've got physical dice next to me. How about the rest of you?
Nope.
I do.
I can go fish them out. But I could just roll and roll 20.
Yeah, I just rolled
Some of my
Yeah.
rolls are public.
Yeah.
20 and got a 2.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. D20.
Ignore what I'm doing here really quick.
Never. How dare you be running a T-Mobile ad?
I don't control. I do control my stuff, but does this work? Roll? No, roll. No, it doesn't work.
Hmm.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to roll something off Sorshana. See, that was actually me rolling that. The acrobatics worked there.
Mm-hmm. And then it rolls a second time.
That's so weird.
That is bizarre.
Not recognizing the currently open sidebar.
Yep. Furry nose.
Oh well, okay. Either way, with that too, you did not pass the DC. And we'll be taking 14 points of damage as the barrel crashes on top of you.
Does she even have 14 points of health?
Yep.
He has 12.
I don't even have
You
14
are
points of health.
knocked unconscious and are actually. I'm not going to make you roll death saving throws because you're out of combat, but you all, the rest of the
Yay!
group watches as Shauna runs ahead of you, and the barrel drops on top of her, and
Wah!
she skids a few feet after being hit with that, and is laying up against a building unconscious. The people
Rod
on
has one simple reaction.
I can't tell if
the
that
people
was a
on
button or your actual laugh, and I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yes.
the people on top of the building are looking a little bit shocked that that happened and are a little bit panicked. What's the rest of the group doing?
I'm
Uh,
grabbing the
uh,
laughing rat man, and being like, I hate to be the one to uh just to reinforce stereotypes about clerics, but you're coming with me. Just grab him by the scruff of the neck and just dash towards Sora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing that, Quenwin just kind of casually walks by. Just casually walks instead. It's like running over. He's just like,
What are you trying? Just trying to stabilize her, Road? Are you trying to get her awake? What you trying to do?
Stabilize her, then wake her up if it's good enough.
You can bring her up to 1 hit point with that. I mean, she wasn't exactly bleeding. She just had a barrel full of water dropped on her head.
Oh.
Wasn't exactly bleeding, no, but a severe contusion.
Look, she's perfectly fine except for the brain damage.
Yeah.
And the brain damage.
Except for the brain damage. Brain damage.
Brain damage,
Good thing she didn't have much of a warrant to begin with.
So yeah, you will wake up, Shauna, with your rat folk, quote unquote, friend, um, tending to you with a giant minotaur standing behind him.
Ah, that was a bump if I've ever had one.
Ain't your mother tells you to look both ways if you're crossing the street?
Zora, you look a little bit strange. Much like a furry rat.
um, Seeing that she's very wounded, also just gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. Cast it.
If he doesn't feel the pain,
Where?
she won't learn.
I pressed it. All right.
Uh,
Consume the spell slot. It's just the D8 plus 4.
Just roll it in.
yeah.
Roll 20.
Yeah.
That is 12 HP.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay!
You went from full
Funnily
to
enough-
empty to minimal to full again.
Funnily enough, if I roll max, I actually heal more than both of you. I have a +5 to healing to it from the mod fire.
Okay.
What are anything else that you guys are going to be doing in regards for this? Or are you guys just moving on?
Probably moving on in a not as quick fashion.
Yeah, watch out for barrels that come out of nowhere.
Yep.
Keep eyes in the skies.
Okay. Let's see. The people who would have been at the back would have been really everybody. Well, Dr. Gwen was the one who was walking up. Digi, roll me perception.
Perception. 20 plus 2. 19.
Okay. You will overhear the people on top of the roof basically saying that they don't know how the rope broke. It was brand new and everything is perfectly fine. So nobody knows how the rope. They're wondering what happened.
Hmm. Keep that to myself for right now, but will be something I'll keep in the back of my head for later.
Okay. So you guys walk through the rest of the city. It stops raining enough, and then the heat really kicks back up. This time it's not the dry heat, it is a very humid heat again. Bro, your fur is starting to stick to yourself.
I don't have any for.
um, okay. Um,
If you did have fur,
if you
you
did
think
have fur, it would be sticking to yourself. You're thankful that you don't have fur right now.
All of it burned off in the fur forge.
So which
So
one?
you're a
Which?
naked mole rat?
Pretty much.
So is there a particular merchant prince you are seeking out?
Uh, wasn't the person that hired us for this job was going to uh be at the merchant princess to
Oh, there's multiple merchant princes. You've learned this when you were coming through. There's a total of 7 merchant princes. You've only learned about 3 or 4 of them, though.
I suppose we should ask around first and see if any of them are specialized or have particular interest in expeditions into the jungle.
yes.
If you're looking at trying to get information about the princes, make me a insight check with guidance. Okay.
Because why not? Okay, that's the closest you could have gotten to
27.
perfect.
Um. So you will. I mean, that's way, way over the DC for this. So you'll find out very easily that yeah, each of the 7 merchant princes specializes in different things. Mechanic Alpha deals in weapons, shields, traveling gear, rain catchers, saddles, wagons, and canoes. Um, Ethan Teloro deals in beast and beast training. Jessamine deals in plants, poisons, and assassinations.
Give me 1 second to get my notes up.
Sure.
So it was gear beasts, assassinations.
Plants, poisons, and
Oh.
assassinations. Ready, memes?
Yeah.
Do you need me to start from the beginning again?
Please.
So, Akeneatha deals in weapons, shields, traveling gear, rain catchers, saddles, wagons, and canoes. Ifan Talora deals in beasts and beast training. Jessamine deals in plants, poisons, and assassinations. Jobel deals in guides and sell swords. Queothe deals in fruit, wine, ale, tej, oil, perfume, and insect repellents. Wakanga Otamu, which is the one that your employer is staying with, deals in magic and lore. And Xanthi deals in gems, jewelry, cloth, and armor.
All right.
Oh wow, look at this place. It's like a whole gallery just waiting for us to look through them.
Are you ready for another episode of shopping and nothing else?
So, is there a
Did the,
particular one that you want to go visit?
did the bump on your head, well, did the near-death experience change your perspective on this? We weren't going to the actual shops. We were effectively going to see the managers.
I mean, we were coming here to talk with with the person that hired us, right?
No, just someone to possibly help in the expedition to the jungle.
You just start heading out into the area that we're actually hired to go to.
I'd like to talk to Wakanda, the magic and lore guy, about the undead and their presence in the region, because that's where we're going, pretty much.
Okay. So, that's to this one here. So, you will all be walking through, passing the Temple of Gond again. You see a few of the acolytes from inside recognize you from stopping by the last time and give you a friendly wave as you walk by. You head up, and again, for Shauna and Dr. Gwennon, as you're passing this temple, about to head into the residence, you see the old man that you saw yesterday rushing out. Three of similarly dressed, or you could almost swear that they're the exact same people based on the conversation you hear going on, roughly. Um, as he is trying to shoo them away again and saying that he doesn't want to help them out. But
Hey, those are the same people again.
for those of you who weren't here last time, if you would like to make a um, uh, perception check to see if you can see what those people are.
Can't beat that.
17.
Ro, you will notice that they are wearing the a dragon-like pin. Let me pull up an image so I can just post this in. I already posted in here somewhere.
No.
Scrolling,
No.
scrolling.
Because because Shauna did not give a hoot. But our little
Oh,
professor did see them.
No,
Yes,
the
this
other way
is-
around. You saw it, and
Yeah,
then
I
described
saw
it
them.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, we were just kind of like, "Yeah, okay, moved on."
The stinky Zentarum.
So yeah, Rote, you will see that they have patches like this on them.
Do I know anything about them?
Make me.
History or something?
Um, yeah, make me history. And since you are from the areas around Baldur's Gate, you can have it at advantage.
$13.
Okay. Um, you don't know too much about the organization itself, but you do know that that is supposedly the symbol for the Zentarum.
Do I know anything other than the name?
You just you know that they work as traders too. Um, that's all that you really know is that some people they go through as traders working with basically anybody, but that's about all that you really know.
Well, I'll tell the party this, but don't see any reason to intervene or get involved.
Could I make a history roll about Zentrum? Just in.
If you would like to, yes.
Alright. I'm glad that one didn't come up first. So yeah, 15.
Um, you heard some very loose rumors about the Zentrum that they are kind of like a more shadowy organization. They work a lot underground, and the people that you actually see representing them are only figureheads. Um, you've heard rumors that they deal in slaves and work with literally the worst of the worst at times, getting those slaves.
Hmm. Potential. I suppose like it could be potentially useful. Well, might not be the. It's usually not some. The Zentrum are usually not somebody that polite society would work with, or at least when he's not deeply. Hmm. Could be useful though. Not going to lie.
Well, what's the party doing? Are you intervening or just heading to the merchant print? Or are we splitting the party again?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think I am not that polite, so I should be able to speak their language. Well, let's go have a chat, see if they can be of assistance.
Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be this is going to be the whole Scooby Gang thing? I'm gonna go with the Ratman.
So I'll
We're
head on
back.
over to head on over to the merchant princes.
All right,
would've-
we're splitting the party.
Who would have thought that? Who'd have thought that the professor and Shauna would be the Scooby and Shaggy of this group?
So,
Well, considering the last time, like the two that have already seen them and noticed them passed by them before. They're going to pass by them again.
Yep.
Oscillator, Diggory, and Rote are going to be dealing with.
Oh, let me see. One, I'm gonna go deal with deal it with them. Two, I'm walking past. Osler had no, Osler's walking past them with the
Alright.
others.
Okay.
Looks like it's Diggory and Rote. Here's who are Shaggy and Scooby. This almost feels more right.
Oh, really? At the end of the day, we don't need to split the party here. What's going to happen here? I mean, could be good. We'll see. So so, um, Diggory and Rote, you walk up and can hear the old man waving them away. So as you get close enough to actually hear what he's saying, the last thing that you catch is, I don't care how much you are offering me. I am not going to help you. Make a perception, both of you.
I'm back. What I miss?
You're making a perception check.
You walked up. The old man was saying that he's not going to help him no matter how much they pay him.
Dang it. Note to self, get the bee-boo dang it on my soundboard.
17.
Okay.
Yep, 8.
Rote, you can see one of the other figures out there getting visibly upset and is reaching for a dagger.
I don't see nothing.
I'm considering just letting it play out and see what happens.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just wait and see.
The rat is Scooby. I'm gonna just sit here and watch.
Whoa, Raggy. Well, I'm just gonna rit here.
You will watch as the one of them that was drawing the dagger draws it fully out. At this point, Diggory, you'll see the dagger. But another one of them will actually catch you guys walking up and watching the situation, and will make a quick motion. The dagger disappears in a flash, and the three of them start walking away.
Approaching them at this point is probably disadvantageous to us. Besides, I couldn't tail them if I wanted to.
Perhaps, but you show. I think it is worth a shot. I shall approach him and go, yeah, hello there. I saw that you had some disagreements with that fellow over there. Mind me asking what that was all about? I may be of help.
So you're approaching the Zentrums?
Yeah.
Okay. They ignore you and keep walking away. They disappear around into kind of a alcove of the temple between the two parts of the temple. Um, and as you turn around, you don't see them anywhere.
Yeah, that's rude. Oh well. Back to the rest of the group.
Diggory's going to take a note specifically of the alleyway where he saw them disappear.
It's not an alleyway. It was just like an alcove in the actual, like, kind of built into the building.
Whatever the architectural status of the situation, I'm making a note of where they disappeared.
Okay. As you guys are walking back, the old man will flag you down and just said, "You two, thank you for driving them off. They sensed very bad uh, intentions from them.
They didn't tell you
What?
what their business was, did they?
Asked me in aid for a search.
Hmm.
Search for what?
Looking for a person who they said they were needing to find.
Never good
I
when the Zents are looking for you.
no, I as said I sense their evil intentions and would not help them. I shooed them off the other day, but they were very persistent, at least this time. I am in your debt a little bit. I do not recognize either of you, and especially you, big horned one.
We're new in town, working with an acquaintance of the of Merchant Prince Wakanda.
What does the merchant prince want with you?
Honestly, I don't know myself. We're not working. I'm not working specifically for him. Just the acquaintance.
No, the sickly one who arrived a few days ago.
Oh. Hmm. Honestly, I'm not sure how much we're bound by secrecy to keep for the thing. But we are here to investigate the death curse.
I. It cannot be here in Chult. Why is that why you are here thinking it has something to do with these great lands?
To be honest, that's not.
We're just here because we're paid to be here. Just uh, head on an expedition deeper inland and see if this land holds the key. And if not, well, we still get paid.
It's the beginning stages of the investigation. I hold no particular your theories at this time.
Because I believe I do owe you a true favor. If you wish it, I will consult the guides for you.
Oh, that would be appreciated. Though you don't. Oh, please don't feel obligated to.
One does not keep debts in Port Nazaru to and stay out of the beggar's palace or worse, the throat without by being in debt. So if you wish it, I will do this for you.
Look over to Rote.
Yes,
The,
I think this is a fine way to repay your debt.
the extra
Do you
aid.
have any?
The extra aid would be most appreciated. Then.
Come back tomorrow then, and I will let you know what the guides say.
Mm.
The ritual takes about a day to complete.
Very well, and thank you once again.
No, no, I thank you. He bows.
Yeah, I return the bow. Oh, by the way, I understand that we have had a bit of a transaction, but we have also not introduced each other. My name is Diggory Stackkeeper, Longhorn Clan of Waterdeep.
A,
Lot favor.
a pleasure to meet you both. I am known as Grandfathers in Timbe, Priest of Savras. And with that, he bows again to you, a little bit more lower this time. Says, Unless you have any other questions, I will head and begin the ritual for you.
Mm. Thank you and well met, grandfather. It's, we will
Give me
not. We will
just
not
1 second,
keep.
Seven.
Oop,
Go ahead.
uh, we will. We will not keep you from your duties. But
And with that, he will head back into the temple, and you guys will rejoin your group as they are approaching the villa. And I'm going to step away for just a quick second. I'll be right back.
no worries.
Progress.
Have a sense.
Maybe.
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 I mean, we're still stuck in town for a day, so.
Eh. Well, at this point, we'll probably be a bit quicker about things of, like, kind of hand waving certain things of, yeah, we do this to pass the time.
And one, and still, it's funny. Two gets knocked unconscious. The paladin of all people.
Well, out of the people to dodge something, the paladin is not one of them.
Neither would be the fighter, but if that were me, I would have tried to punch the damn thing. Shatter the barrel, have it be like an amazing thing.
If it was me that had that happen, I would have asked if I could have used my teleport instead.
Ooh, very good trick.
All
Because
right.
it's a bonus action.
I'm back. I get to do a thing this time.
Yay.
You guys are
Yay.
approaching the house
This
of
place.
one of the merchant villa, the merchant princes, the house of. Oh, yeah. So many names. Wakanga Otamu.
That's Wakanga.
Wakanga. Wakanga.
Okay.
Let's make sure to make a conga line. Doot, doot, doot.
And I get to do.
Well, it's better than the continued Marvel reference.
Oh no! The graphics performance notification.
Yeah, you don't have your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to have that stuff on.
Yep.
Armagerd, we have
Uh-oh.
tokens we can move.
Hey, dynamic lighting. I was never able to get this to work.
Yep, and the downside is I don't have anything that I can see anything on for the stream. Must
Oh
fix.
no!
I can't see anything.
I can see.
You can't see anything?
I can. Just that I got. But yeah, I
Scroll
think
down.
memes can't. Wow.
At least for memes, you can probably scroll down.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
the
you go.
bottom left of
I
the
can see it now.
screen is where the
I didn't give a. He didn't have vision for some reason.
Ah,
So how do I fix this for stream?
Unfortunately, I would not be able to tell you. I had, like I said, have not been able to get this to work.
Controlled by.
you could.
This is something I should have tested. Huh.
Can you like copy one of our tokens as being your vision? like have it be looking as if it's one of us. But technically, you could do that.
I could do that, or
Wow.
come here.
Raccoon! Oh, suddenly, raccoon.
This
the
is controlled by me.
it is the raccoon of sight. This ma- this this legendary magical construct grants the DM unlimited sight in areas that he would normally not be able to see. Takes it
Wahaha.
takes the form of an ethereal raccoon that can't be
Ah.
interacted with or dealt with in any sort of manner. Meanwhile, Digi is heckling me, and it's another broken heckle. Dang it! Why does this always break?
Also, why is every DM a raccoon?
Oh, this is just the first one that I found that was from a completely. This was from a Shadowrun game.
Ah,
There's a huge story behind it, and it's kind of stupid.
Meh.
ah.
Well, I really like this show tonight. At these prices, who's gonna complain?
That heckle works. I
Good.
played a Shadowrun game once. It was one of the ones on Steam. I liked it. Anywho,
Anywho,
the
so
raccoon
yes,
of sight does work for you, though, right?
yes, I can see him on see everything on this. So let me just hide the token so he's not like.
You might be able to put him on like the GM layer and have it still work.
Let's see. If go to GM layer. No, GM layer makes him disappear.
Well, on our side, yes.
Yes, but not for stream. Token layer. He has to be on the token layer. Can I make him invisible?
Invisible.
Uh,
Here's a thought. Can you attach him to like say my token, put him beneath it, and just like group the two?
Probably if you. That's on the wrong layer.
do. Advance. Is drawing?
Ladies and
Nope.
gentlemen, to all you people out there, this is what happens when technical difficulties occur in the middle of everything.
This is what happens when I don't test.
And even when you do test, it will likely still happen because technology is finicky at best.
Okay, hold on. This one go to back. No. Yes. No. Okay, I select you when I'm doing it over that one, but I can't.
Hmm.
Open this. See, the stupid thing is I want to just be able to say I can see your vision too from these. Um, but when I do represents character, it represents just your character, guys.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, if all else fails, you can just give the raccoon like control of to everybody, yeah, and then that shouldn't be as and we can then you don't have to worry about moving the camera all that much. You just have to worry about us fighting over moving the camera.
Well, if I just have him kind of follow you guys around when you guys enter certain areas, it won't be a bad thing.
All right.
I'm not too worried about it. He's mostly a cameraman.
He's just just a raccoon with a trucker hat and just like a old Sony camcorder.
But either way, you guys are approaching the entryway. The entryway is you're greeted by two very nice doors in the front. Um Nobody stands on the outside, but you are can tell that there is activity on the inside by just the noise. To your right, that you can see a little bit, there is a fenced area that you can hear water bubbling. Um, and some very interesting plants growing up the trellis. What are you guys doing?
I'm already making a rough sketch of this delightful looking plant.
Wow. This place is gorgeous. I wonder
Yes,
what it looks like on the inside.
Gwendolyn goes up and knocks on the door.
I suppose we shall have to find out now. Probably best lead with the more human-looking thing, I suppose.
The door opens and you are greeted by a very decked out gladiator.
What?
Um,
We're gonna have to work in your poker face, Sora.
who is very well. He doesn't. You can only tell him look by that he's a gladiator by the fact that he is marked as a slave. But based on the armor that he is wearing, he is definitely not a normal gladiator. Um, his body is scarred, but the armor that he is wearing is very nice and very um, ornate for somebody who fights in the arena. He looks up and down at each of you, looks for a longer time at Diggory for a brief moment, nods to Diggory, and then
I nod back.
fin- finally addresses the group. Do you have business here?
Yes. Uh, we're here
Do
to.
you remember why we're here?
No,
Uh.
no, not really. No.
All right, Rock pushes his way to the front. Yes, wait 1 second. What was the name of our employer?
Uh,
Does
Uh,
anybody remember?
I think I have it in my notes. Sindra Sylvain was the person that invited us, at least. Gonna guess that one.
That'd be her. Yes, we are employees of Zindro Sylvain and your employer's friend, and we would like to inquire to your employer for some information about the land here and some of the undeath magic that's present deeper inland.
Miss Sylvain is currently laid up in bed, not feeling well. If you would like, you may enter the sitting area, and we shall see if she can speak to you.
To clarify, we do not need to see Zindro Sylvain as of yet. We would like to speak to Wakanga.
The merchant prince does not see too many. Does not see the average person.
Very well, then we shall have to ask Sindra Sylvain asked for us.
So go to the waiting room.
Upon entering the home, it is immediately to the right. And he'll step back and open the inner door. Oops. Move the camera inside. As you enter the main area in this first area here, you find yourself in a very pleasant, breezy courtyard that's filled with this splashing fountain, greenery, and just very nice looking tiles. Um, the ceiling of this entry area is about 2 stories tall and open to the sky. Um, so it looks quite opulent actually. The area directed to, which is the one over here, both a what you can tell as both a waiting area and meeting area for guests who might not be seen known or who are showing up, quite randomly.
Well, you can't get much more random than us, I suppose.
To pass into the room, you pass by some very decorative columns. Rugs and comfortable pillows are arranged on the floor with new windows looking outside.
There we go.
Over the camera. I gotta find a better way to do this.
That's for in between sessions to find out.
Yeah, I'll have to play around with that. You are the gladiator who will accompany you. Will say to wait in the meeting area, um, and he will fetch either Syndra or, if lucky, his master. And you will hear him rush off towards the north.
Hmm.
Hear him climbing some stairs. Do I have... Yeah,
Debri's just gonna pull out one of his notebooks, just start making some small notes about the structure and design of the columns, the garden, the fountain that he can see.
That guy is very scary.
Oh, I can imagine having proper security in a place like this. Remember, there were a group of Zentrum just walking on the street openly.
She's like so interested in this room, just looking around. Just imagine her like those in those animes where they're always just hopping around looking at everything.
Where there's no actual animation, it's just a smash cuts.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Copy that. So, Shauna, since you are wandering around,
Uh-oh.
you'll be the first one to see that coming down from the stairs, accompanied by the gladiator, is... And I'm going to show this to you first. Uh, You will see this gentleman walking down the stairs. Everybody will get to see can see it, but
She she pauses for a moment and is there at attention.
I see that you are interested in my home.
Uh, yes, I'm an artist in way of painting, and uh, it's a really beautiful house.
I thank you for your compliment. But please, may we talk in the seating area?
Uh, yes, yes, sir.
And put the camera there, out of the way. Um, he will approach the stand between two of the columns with one of the gladiators, the one that that was leading you in here at his side. My name is Wakanga Otumo, merchant prince of Port Nazaru. I understand you are looking for, well, to do some business.
Rock gives a respectful bow, then starts to speak. Yes, we are employees of. Second. What was our employer's name
Sandra
again?
Sylvain.
Sindra Sylvania. 1 second, let me write that down. Right. Yes, we are employees of Sindra Sylvain, and we would like to see, and I have heard that you are an expert in lore and magic, and we would like to seek some information about the undeath magics that are in deeper inland.
So you seek knowledge, information from me.
Yes, in order to carry out Sindra Sylvain's will.
I do not think it was her will that did. Just we do not. She does not wish to cease to exist.
Oh yes, but her will is to not is to will as in what she wants, what she has paid us to do, and what we will do our best to accomplish.
It is funny. She did not mention any of you.
She did not. That is interesting.
He makes a quick motion with his hand, and shortly after that, another gladiator appears at his side.
Uh,
Tell me, if you are friends of Miss Sylvain, how is the dwarf doing?
uh,
To very carefully put my notebook and quill away.
We do not know the answer to that question, but I assure you that we are employees of Sindra Sylvain, and I know that she is resting and sick, so she is likely simply forgotten in her ill health to mention us. We do not mean any harm, and this would be stupid if we came here without knowing anything.
Wakango will take a step forward. So you do not know how the dwarf is doing then?
We do not.
Wakango will look right at you, Rote. The next time you upon somebody, make sure you remember who they are. Especially if Cinder heard you call a human a dwarf. And he will start laughing. With that, the gladiators will walk back to the front of the building. She told me all about you, friends. My apologies for that. I just wanted to see what information you would be willing to share.
I will be honest. Yeah, as much as I was interested, I was worried we would have to have a tussle. But it's but it would seem that everyone needs to be careful.
Especially us merchant princes. People want to take over and take our business from us all the time.
Entirely understandable.
But what information do you truly seek? You
Hmm.
say that you are looking for
Diggory's just gonna take a
inform.
step forward as he's speaking. No, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
You say you're looking for information about the undead. What are you seeking out exactly? There's so much knowledge, and all of it comes at a price.
Yes, well, as you may know by some sort of surveying, is that we are trying to seek out the cause of the death curse and undeath, and the death curse seem naturally likely aligned.
Hmm.
And we heard rumors that deep inland is cities east of Imbala that was overrun by undead and is the heart of undead territory. So we seek to go there and investigate for any signs that may help us point and figure out the death curse.
I know of this death curse. Yes. Don't know much about it though. And there is not much east of Umbala. Just the Eldani Basin. And to be fair, all of Chult is the heart of undead territory lately.
Hmm.
I see. Is there any areas of exceptional activity for the undead?
I wish I could tell you more, but truly anybody besides a few of the guides that venture into the wilderness ever truly come back. At least they do not come back the same.
Hmm.
Uh, I hate to interrupt, but above board, I'm needing to skedaddle because
All right.
it's getting to that time. So,
All
All
right
right.
then.
Kitsu has to
sayonara.
go watch Burb.
I'll be in. I'll be watching the Twitch other for a little while.
Well, you had your choice
Uh,
of POV, so
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Either
Bye bye.
Hopefully-
raccoon or minotaur. Your choice.
Um, and with that, suddenly Sir Shana will just T-pose.
Yeah, go over to the sheet. It's a curse that's afflicted us ever since we teleported here. Entirely harmless.
Ah, yes, the T-pose curse. It is very dangerous.
but fortunately, they don't seem those afflicted don't seem to be unable to interact with the world. Just need to be more directly directed. Perhaps is a better way of putting it.
We call it the not here curse.
They certainly aren't there, that's for sure. Note to self. He pulls back his notebook out. Study T-pose curse more thoroughly.
But yes, tell me. I with so much information that I have and can do, what exactly information do you need? 'Cause I can tell you so much about the undead, and all of it is lore and hearsay, really.
We are mainly looking for leads for places to investigate that are afflicted with the undeath, especially heavily, as it may be possible that the undeath and that undeath activity is related to the death curse, and we need to figure out whether we would like any leads because we are woefully short of them at the moment.
That one thing that's actually tickling in me right now, actually, about this. We're discussing undeath, right? Like, like you, sir, are saying that all of Chult is a center of undead, but from what little I understand of the death curse, you know, from Lady Sylvain, was that when people die, they can't be brought back in any way. Why would the How is it that it's possible to bring back but not be brought back?
That is the good question. The jungle is infested with zombies of all sorts, other unnatural creatures as well too. They roam these lands somehow, and we do not know how they got here. Well, they've been in Chult for as long as we can tell, but how they are back, we do not.
Hmm. Greater powerful necromancy seems to be in play even beyond what was already here, then. Hmm.
If you seek leads the in the jungles, there are a few places you may check if it within the city. Um, Grandfather Satimbe has always been good at pointing people to where they go if you can convince him to seek his guides.
Ah, it seems that we're a little bit ahead of you on that one, sir. Myself and Rot here had a interaction with him before coming to your fine establishment and home. We have already secured his aid for what he said consulting the guides.
Then you are well ahead where I could potentially guide you, except, well, you seem all trustworthy, especially you, large one.
I thank you for the compliment.
Wait here a moment. And Wakanga will leave for a second. About 5, 10 minutes passes and he comes back. My friends, I will give this to you. And he produces a well worn and water damaged journal, um, and hands it to you.
I
This was brought out of the jungle about 15 years ago or so.
hmm.
It is the journal of a wizard who explored the various places along around Chult, but never in enough detail that we could locate faces. Ex-
What's... Oh, let's
he the most interesting thing is the author, who we could never find his name in the book, mentions his traveling companion named Vorn, a shield guardian.
Hmm. Must have been a powerful wizard then to have a construct of that type.
He will flip through the pages really quick before actually handing it to you. Um, where is it? Ba, ba, ba. No, of course. Um, in there, contains a picture of an amulet. Um, Ornate, that looks like it locks into a place, and describes it as being a control amulet.
Hmm.
You, while you may be looking for Syndra, I will.
Well, I really like this show tonight.
I have a
At
job
these
for you.
prices, who's gonna complain?
Hey, I would be
I-
more than willing to hear this.
I have very powerful spell books in my possession.
Well, now I'm more interested to hear this.
If you are to bring this Vorn and the amulet to me, I will give you the one of the more powerful ones.
Not that I desire to take this decision away from the group, but I am certainly willing to take this job.
I see no reason not to.
Professor Osler?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it.
I have no quarrel with this.
Well, considering our other compatriot is currently T-posing, I don't believe she'll have much to say on the issue. Prince Wakagna? I believe we have ourselves a deal. Should we will absolutely make a search for this wizard and the Shield Guardian. And hopefully it will be it will be as successful as you hope.
I look forward to a successful endeavor with you. I will. I can give you where I will mark on your map where the area that it was believed to be found, and or the journal was here at least, and potentially you can find this guardian and hopefully even the amulet there too.
So it's a decent place to start at the very least. One thing I would like to ask, and I would not I would not hope to impose upon you any further than we already have. But would it be too much to ask if I could look over that journal for a little bit myself?
Oh,
It may not appear to be it may not, I beg your pardon. The social graces are lost on me sometimes. It may not appear so, but my clan, the Leatherhorns, are a long-standing and skilled librarian clan. We do a lot of preservation of texts. I am not the most skilled in that regard, but I might be able to glean something more from this that you might not yet have.
he slams it shut and hands it over to you.
I thank you for your trust. I'm I guess I'll add the waterlogged journal to my inventory and add items to my barrel. I forgot I had a barrel. And yeah, will start gingerly flipping through this while the rest of you continue talking if you so desire.
He just will say, "You may make yourself at home on the first floor here if you wish. Although there would not be too much around that would entertain the likes of you, truly. It is a humble home, but I will be retiring for now, so if there is nothing else,
No, don't think so.
That'll be all. Thank you very much for your assistance.
he gives you a nice little bow and then he will walk off.
Hmm.
Oops.
Hmm.
We're
Well,
learning about Ocelar. He has a personality.
He does. That's surprising.
let's see. Ge- generally well, generally well made and possibly, and appears to have been well maintained at one point. Fine, fine craftsmanship if degraded. Leather was
So
made.
if you are searching, reading through that place, or reading through the journal, you will hear it will mention a few places.
I wasn't
Y-
re- I hadn't been started reading it so much as just examining uh
Okay.
its its physical state. It,
It is a very waterlogged and tattered um, old leather bound journal.
hmm,
The thing itself is kind of just barely holding on. You can tell that Wakanga here had to do a lot of work to kind of keep it together and keep it working to keep it from falling apart.
oh, what I wouldn't give for my librarius and tools right now. This would.
But it will mention a few when you do finally open up and read it, because I'm guessing you're going to.
Mm-hmm.
It will mention
Carefully, of course.
you know, a few places that were are mentioned by name. Hisari, Nangalore, and Drungalung. It doesn't mention too much about these places or where they are located. Each kind of gives you a little. It gives you a little bit about each of those. So hold on. Got to flip through each of these places in the book.
Hmm. Did Ocelot use 2 spells or just accidentally double using Cure Wounds on accident?
I only cast the one spell.
Uh, it's saying you have both your spell slots used on D&D
Huh?
Beyond, at least.
Hisari is described as a ruined city that the earth roughly swallowed. Um, that seemed to emanate something that prevents serpents from entering. Nangalore is described roughly as a great garden built to honor some vain queen of the past.
Mangalore?
Nangalore.
Nangalore.
Nangalor.
Okay. Built for a queen of the past.
Yes. And then Dungrunglung. Say that 5 times fast.
Dungrunglum, 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 Dungrunglum.
Um, isn't really described too much other than saying there is a large statue surrounded by some form of hedge, and the last time the wizard seen anybody enter the area, he never came out. Although he never heard anything bad happen to him, he just never exited.
Well then, I do believe we at least ways have one corroborated lead. Possibly 3, but I haven't found the proper cross references yet. I'm not sure if not sure it's specifically the best. So specifically of the whole thing, but I believe our best bet might be Dungrunglum. If it is in fact the same place as we were told by Volo, the Valley of Dread, or the Dread, it might be. It's at least ways something that we know for certain what is and exists. Or at the very least has a higher possibility of existing.
What does the party wish to do?
Well, the issue is, do we know where that any of them are?
From my notes, not particularly. But considering we can't leave until tomorrow anyway, if we want the extra help from grandfather Zatamdi, yeah, we at least ways have another chance to do some more research. I know that only really excites me, but
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to make some potions before we go.
You have plenty of ingredients now.
Yep.
So let's move out. You guys are pretty much done here. So let's go back to the port map.
now to self find some way to add that transition to OBS.
Yes, but it has to be Digi doing it.
Well, you probably have a very good soundbite of it right there.
Yes. Somebody clip that. We need it for prosperity.
Neither posterity and post processing.
Yes. So you're gonna spend most of the rest of the day probably trying to make some potions and everything, right?
Yep.
Diggory, what are you gonna be doing during the day?
Well, if I'm going to be, if I want to make the best, if I want to know the best about it, I am going to try and find a library or something else. It's probably gonna end up being like in one of the temples, perhaps, to see if I can't find more history or rumors or written stuff about, if nothing else, maybe specifically Dungrungulum.
Okay. Memes. Wrote, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna spend some time trying to ask around like markets and stuff and seeing where's the best place to buy a canoe or a wagon.
Okay. And Ocelar?
There's nothing in particular that Oscillator wants to do. Would anyone care for a buddy though?
Well, it depends on
Yes,
how.
Yeah,
come shopping with me again.
sounds good.
I
Going
don't.
with rope.
I don't suppose you'd be
Oh,
all that interested in perusing the stacks, so you'd probably just be better off going off with rote.
Yeah,
thumbs up.
the person that's probably would be happy to peruse would be Sora.
Yeah, I
Shauna
figure I'll
is
go.
posing and just randomly flying around the city.
She's just
My
Minecraft
gut reaction.
Steve creative flying.
Yes.
My gut reaction is like, yeah, Oscillator's gonna go find a sunspot and bask. But no, I'll tag along for shopping. Or tag along for the canoe shopping specifically.
Not specifically to go too meta on this, but I realize that we haven't fought anything as yet, but could it be possible that you would use one of your lizard folk abilities to create a canoe from something that we kill?
Possibly. Let me see the ability itself. It's
I only ask because I played a lizard folk one time for about 2 sessions before that campaign just fizzled.
I have played a
so
lizard folk for a couple of sessions, but he has done none of those things. He has blood bowled.
yeah, it specifically only says shield, club, javelin, darts, or blowgun.
Alright.
But if you want to let me roll with it, I could totally
I mean,
finagle something.
you would be familiar enough with how to do that kind of stuff.
I mean, what is a canoe than a giant blowgun?
And or a bunch of
Yeah.
shields strapped together.
I would probably increase the DC of it, but yeah, I would let you do it.
Sure,
Mwaha,
sweet.
mwahaha.
Well, we have to kill something first. So once we get to kill if we kill a beholder, we'll hollow it out and turn it into a boat.
We'll go out. The first time we go outside, Diggory is. Diggory is very keen on punching some dinosaurs at some point. We we will have bone, hide, and skin and teeth, assuming he doesn't get eaten.
I'll make a Flintstones car out of dinosaurs.
I love that. So love that. How many out there of you viewers even know who the Flintstones are?
Come on, it's not that old.
They're the modern
Flintstones?
Stone Age family. It might not be that old, and sure, I'm the one with the oldest soul among us all here, probably. But even I recognize how old the Flintstones are.
Yeah, they were the 60s.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of the OG Hanna-Barbera cartoons. But they aired it a lot on what's it called?
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Oh yeah. It was even still on the networks in the networks on daytime networks in the mid '90s too.
Mm.
And early 2000s.
If you, so some people are, if you guys are talking about this out in the open, somebody say, if you are wishing to fight, you can enter the arena in the Coliseum.
Well, I'm not there at the moment. I'm somewhere in the thing. I'm just spouting out
Although
of
they may not
character.
let you keep the body of what you kill.
Guess they
Yeah,
heard us talk about the Flintstones too.
I'm up for arena fight.
Well, the amount of times that Fred and Barney went to the fights, it's not surprising.
So the other thing with
My
that cunning artisan thing too is you do also have to take a short rest to do it.
Mhm. Yeah, but that's for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, so let's do the actual stuff. So you guys, so two of you are going to try and find either canoe or wagon or stuff like that. You remember seeing some of that kind of stuff done in the Red Bazaar, um, where they have some of that kind of stuff, or the Grand Souk as well too.
Wherever road goes, Oscillator will follow.
Go to both and see what the prices are. Not gonna buy anything yet. Just see what the prices are.
Okay. You will head to first the Grand Souk since it's a little bit closer for you guys. You can find canoes being sold. The cheapest one that you can find is being sold for 60 gold. Um, they also are selling wagons and other stuff like that as well too. There, the wagon price you can find would be a decent sized wagon would cost you about 35 to 40 gold pieces. Um, more simple cart would be about 15 gold pieces, and they would sell you um, a mule to go with either of those for half the price of a normal one for 4 gold pieces.
All right.
Um, if you go to the Red Bazaar, the canoes are for the same price. They're selling it for about cheapest for about 65 gold pieces. Um, carts or wagons are a lot harder to find here. There you only find somebody who's willing to part with theirs, and this one's a little bit kind of rickety, well used, and he would sell the wagon to you for about 15 gold pieces. It's one of the larger wagons, and they will even include the donkey with that for about that same price.
Who needs a donkey? We have a minotaur.
I was wondering when somebody would bring that up.
I mean, my character the last one was that type of thing, so
Sure.
We have the process, so I'll just head back to the group and wait for them to come back.
Okay. Um. Diggory, you are trying to find some information throughout the city about Dungrunglung.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you roll me an investigation with disadvantage?
All right.
bum bum bum.
Unfamiliar with the area, not sure what sort of libraries there are, so I'm working on not what not the best options. Only a 10.
If you had rolled a 1, I would have said, "You find yourself in the arena."
I was like, oh,
Somehow,
that's a
some way,
strange
you are
looking
about
book. It
waist
looks
deep
like a
out in the harbor.
velociraptor right here.
um, no, you are unfortunately unable to find much information. Other than that, people do say that there are plenty of grungs in Dungrunglung.
That makes that makes an inordinate amount of sense, wouldn't it? Well, if that's nothing for it, then may as well meet back up with the group. Although that being said, actually, yeah, meet back up with the. Now that's left a bad taste in my mouth. You know what? I feel like getting a little bit of exercise. Wonder what that Coliseum's like.
Okay, we'll go there in a second for you. Um, or with you guys meeting up with the group to see if you guys all want to enter the arena. Um, Dr. Gwendolyn, let's have you start making some potions.
Yay.
Let's first see.
I know I have a mix of things,
Yes.
both stuff that would be good and quite bad.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana roll to make a potion. Roll one for each time you want to make a potion.
I'm gonna try to do 4.
Okay.
Let me see if this will. I'm gonna do the rolling with advantage, but I'm just making it so it speeds up how many times I'm rolling.
That's fine.
That worked. Okay, there's 2 and 4. I'm gonna say, like, this is
The first one you rolled was history anyway, but it's the same number, I
first
guess.
one, the same difference. They're both 7s. They have the exact same bonus. Yeah, well, because I was trying to get things to work. Probably gonna just do like potion, poison kind of way, because back and forth, back and forth.
Give me just 1 second here.
Biddy-doo-doo. Clear, filling up the empty space with a stupid little song. This
Now
is a
my
broadcast thing, so dead space is a bad thing.
Mostly.
Mostly. I mean, what would you rather? There be an awkward silence or listening to some random jackanape come up with a dumb song off the top of his head?
Or maybe
Silence.
this.
all right, Chris, let's do it this way. Right. I gotta pull up that sheet for you.
He-
So sheet.
I would
Nope,
be
nope, nope.
actively fixing my heckles if I didn't have to listen to them right now, and I couldn't listen to them without muting everything.
Heavens to hilarity! This is it, sports fans!
All right. Yeah, all of those successfully make potions for you.
Nice.
So roll 40-12.
Okay. 40-12. Roll.
We
2,
got it.
8, 10, 10.
So let's see here. I am just going to send you the what you have made,
Okay.
since really only you are going to know what you kind of make after you kind of experiment with these.
Yeah.
Where's the Digi? There's the Digi. I have sent you your creations.
Okay.
And you can give your party know what you've made. That will take roughly about 3 hours for you to make all those potions, though, which is about the
Okay.
same time that it takes Diggory to search through most of the town trying to find information. And our friend wrote an Ocelar to come back from trying to
Cart
get some
shopping.
price shopping.
Used
And you will
cart
all
shopping.
meet up.
I'm surprised I didn't realize I could have done my old Skaven team bit, the used cart sales rats.
But you will come back, meet all back up, kind of near your lodgings again. All of you will feel slightly intimidated as Shauna is hovering over you, T-posing. You're not sure why, but you feel slightly judged as well too.
And at least ways we know we're not the only stranger in a strange land here. And since I'm assuming that went over everybody's heads, that's a Robert Heinlein book, where the whole idea was, where it basically ended with humanity T-posing to defeat the Martians. Don't ask, it's weird.
Oh, what are you guys doing now? You guys are all together after your individual adventures.
Oh, I can only imagine yours were more successful than mine.
We in fact did not acquire Canoe.
We have the price for it. I do not want to buy it until we know what route we're taking. Wagons do not do well in rivers.
Or mud, I'm assuming. There's gonna be a lot of that in the jungles. Ugh, man, nothing's more frustrating than not finding any information like that. Ugh. Oh, screw it. I need to move all day and no exercise. It's been a fine leg day, but I need to get some other work done. Need some other stuff. I wonder if they let him walk into the Coliseum.
I would not be averse to making some extra coin and building a name.
I could care less about making the coin. I just want to stretch my arms a bit. Get my so much time hunched over useless reference material. My arms, my back, and shoulders need to get something done today.
Aren't you librarians used to that, though?
It's been a. How long do you suppose I've been exiled from the library?
Fair point, I suppose.
I've not set I've not set foot in my clan's library for well over a year at this point. Needed to do something. Took up boxing. It's been a lovely little side study as well. And some good exercise, not going to lie. Kind of gotten a little bit got a little crazy with that. I apologize, but I really do need to get some. I really do need to cut loose a little bit.
Is the group heading over to the arena?
Seems like it.
Yeah. Hustler will follow.
You will approach the Grand Coliseum. After a short walk, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on right now. But it is a very incredible place. Most of the events are held on the afternoon. Um, People are still kind of all piling around, admiring the statues that adorn the arena. Um, as you are going through, you see a place that looks more official entering as you approach and find a person standing in there behind a small little desk who is just writing down a few things, looking up at you. My, you all look quite impressive.
I've worked hard on that. Tell me, would this be the place to sign up to participate, or is there another window or person to speak to for that?
No, no, you come to the right place and the right person. Although none of you look truly like gladiators.
I suppose not.
Fear not, you are truly lucky. We are holding qualifying matches now for those who wish to prove their mettle and fight in some of the more major events later on. It is a small crowd, so you won't be paid much, but survive and you can fight here in other tournaments and other events and earn a much bigger purse.
Yeah, sounds like a fine deal. Well, I don't know about I don't know about the rest of you. Is this like a teams or singles or thing?
We do allow groups of people to participate together. In fact, we are working on a larger tournament to pit teams of gladiators against each other.
Hmm.
Uh, these qualifying matches, I must tell you, um, are just against some beasts or other things captured from the jungle and brought back.
Ah,
However, if you do qualify and you go up against the other gladiators in a tournament, it is not to the death.
Got it. To the
honestly,
mostly death.
that's perfect. I desperately need to get some exercise in. I'm at least signing up as a solo. What about you guys?
I would rather not fight alone. I am best when there's a
Well,
distraction.
you may all fight as in the qualifiers together for it will just be a large group put together for you. As a matter of fact, we do have a small crowd waiting for a fight, so we could get you in the arena nearly right away.
Eh, hey, we do need a little bit of practice for whatever we'll be actually fighting in the jungle when we go out there. Best to get it in a more controlled area than.
Exercise and practical experience. I like the way you think. Are we
Hmm.
gonna we're gonna bring the T poser along with us, or is it just gonna be the four of us then?
Shauna has flown off using creative mode and is watching the birds up close in the sky.
Feed the birds,
It'll be
tuppence a
funny
bag.
if they came back and their character was just dead in the arena.
So
The birds
this
are
is out of
ravens, just picking out our eyes.
so this is out of thing is it does if you are not here or have to leave early, you will not participate in combat and you will never be a target in combat. If the party does go down, all go down. However, you will face the same fate.
Fair enough.
In this circumstance, if you are killed, there is with the qualifying match a slight chance you could be killed. More than likely not, but Shauna wouldn't necessarily be killed.
All right.
She'd just suddenly have four new people that are just there.
Now, what it would be? It would just be slash change game mode user source Shauna's game mode 1. She falls from the sky, breaks her legs, and
Has another barrel fall into her head that's full of water.
yes.
Okay.
I've played far too much Minecraft to.
You will fill out some official looking forms that basically are just name, blood type, um, other random bits of information like that.
Blood
You know
How
what
type
long
blood
you've
types
red.
are?
I'm pretty sure out of all the characters, the only one that actually probably would know his blood type is Gwenwyn. Everyone else would be like, it exists. It's red or green, blue.
and you will be brought to the sands of the arena. There is a very small crowd, about maybe 200 people, if that, for a arena that could easily fit thousands upon thousands.
Well,
The crowd gives a little bit of a cheer as you enter the actual sands, and you can hear somebody step up to a speaker podium and
the thaumaturgic device.
using some magic speaks up as we have those some new and brave souls entering the arena, wishing to prove themselves for your entertainment. People of Port Ninzaru, will you have them? And there's a small yay.
And the crowd goes mild, I see. Well, I am only. I just wanted the exercise anyway, so.
These four worthy, or four people who wish to prove themselves worthy, shall be facing the horrors from the jungle. We have caught 8 zombies, and this shall be their test for your arena. Combatants, be ready. And with that, a gate on the far side will open, and 8 zombies will stumble out and instantly kind of lock onto you guys and slowly begin making their way towards you. Welcome to initiative. Where's the tracker? Tracker.
Dun, 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 dun.
Measure. Turn order. Nope.
Alright, good
Ah,
start.
no. Remove gladiator. Where'd the gladiator go? It's gone. Cool.
Alright,
Ooh,
so let's see. We
nice.
have 1 martial class and 3 spellcasters.
Well, cleric is fairly martially. At the lower level, it's about as martially as others.
Sure.
I have one spell slot. I'm barely a caster right now.
You still have the supply to your armor, by the way.
And you're gonna also have to add Rhodes to the turn order. Didn't click his token.
Yeah. Unless you want to.
He's in there. You got a 15.
I don't.
There's 2 diggories, though.
I see 1 Diggory. I see the professor. I see Osler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies. But I don't see
What's
Rhodes.
your initiative right now? Your initiative is.
Yeah.
So that's from the last. Let's remove that one, remove that one, remove that one. We have a Diggory, we have a Gwenwyn, Osler, and then we need to add a Rote.
Who rolled a 5?
Add turn. Make that a 5. Character sheet. Initiative. I need to find a quicker way to do this, but it doesn't really matter. This will add them all in their own turn order.
The one zombie got a 0.
I haven't gotten through all of them yet. He did get a 0. Jeez.
There's a
Negative
-1.
1. Good job, zombie. You did it. Ooh.
Ooh. Natural 20 on the 18. Another 10. And there's one more that apparently got skipped. The second 0. There we go.
Should have left it.
All right. Need to organize that. So I have one minor rule that I don't think was ever actually covered with you guys. In the event of initiative ties, players always go first.
Okay.
Okay. That's nice.
So you guys have Hustler, your initiative.
Yup. Use my movement to move up 30 feet.
You want to hear me
Hopefully it'll put
sing?
me in
Only if you
range.
sing tenor.
Yep.
Tenor? 10 or 11
And
miles
I'm going
away.
to cast a spell, cantrip, if you will.
A cantrip.
Thorn Whip. Thorn Whip on the zombie directly north of me.
Okay.
Can you?
Let's see.
I mean, are you in range?
Yes, 60. It's 30 feet, not 60. That's my
It's
bad.
30.
Yeah.
Okay,
60 is ice knife.
yes, right.
I like what you were thinking, though.
Never mind that then.
Okay.
I mean, you could ice knife to right there.
Yeah, I
Get your
could, but
boom. Then you're out of spells.
yeah, I'd rather have. You know what? I always leave it up to roll. One, we ice knife. We don't ice knife. I'm gonna hold my action to Thorn Whip the first one that gets into range.
Okay.
It's my turn.
The next zombie. This one.
Oh.
We'll move up 20 feet and then we'll dash. For he is hungry.
That's in range.
All right, take your action.
But technically, it was taken if you just take the thing before. But
Yeah.
that's better.
That's fine.
There you go. Yeah, so just take the 22, change to a 24 for 6 points.
All right, he takes 6 points. Cool, you guys can't see the parts here for that one. And then he gets pulled closer to you, doesn't he?
I believe it's a strength DC to resist it, but yeah, he would be.
No, the creature's largest amount of the creature's pulled 10 feet up towards me.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a straight one. If
Yeah,
it
so you can get a little
hits,
closer.
Oh,
Yep.
maybe
So he
turn my
moves 10
combat.
feet closer. 5, 10.
Oh, right here.
give me a second.
Yep. And that will be the creature's turn. Dr. Gwenwyn.
Here. And give on over one of these. Little digger. Consuming potions, is that
Bonus action.
okay? And handing off stuff. Bonus action as well?
Bonus action.
Okay. So then actual action.
Since we are actually in a combat, I can tell you about this. I don't care about the rules for. Well, I don't think unless they've changed it for 5th edition. I'm not sure, but you can mix actions and movement all together for it.
That was kind of how we played it.
Yeah.
There's just go out a bit because it made sense.
It makes more sense to me too. You can move. You just need only move up to unless you take the dash action. Anyway, continue on.
So I'm going to crossbow it.
Okay.
So 17,
That will definitely hit.
33, and it has its speed reduced by 10.
Oh no! Fear the slow zombie. Anyway,
You're the slower zombie.
fear the
And that's
slowest zombie.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. What do we think? What do we think this is? 28 days later, or World War Z?
10, 15, 30, 35, 40. Another zombie will come rushing forward. And then its turn. Diggory!
All right. Well, I may as well. I got handed a bottle of Mountain Dew. I'm gonna chug it as a bonus action. Increase my movement
Glug,
speed.
glug,
by-
glug.
increase my movement speed by 10 to a total of 40 for the next hour, which is perfectly fine for me. Then I'm going to place myself right there for 40 feet of movement,
Okay.
and then proceed as I'm brushing up by them and moving past it to just clothesline this guy in the front.
This one right here?
Yep. There's
Okay.
one to my immediate left.
Make your attack.
Will it work? No. So I shall roll this in roll 20. So this is an attack plus 7. Yeah, 25.
If you hit.
Do I? No, I can't. Okay, so then at that point, then it's a D8 plus 5, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
This zombie looks to have seen much, much better days.
Resistant bugger. This is gonna be fun.
Our next group of zombies. Taking the dash action, we'll dash to here. And then this one. Dash to dash, come to here too. Digger, you're finding yourself being surrounded very fast. He's probably wanting this. Root, your turn.
Let's see here. Since there's just zombies that don't have range attacks, I'll go ahead and cast this on Diggory.
Okay, plus 2 to
Okay.
my AC. Well, I was planning on being the tank anyway, so that makes my AC 19 for the next 10 minutes.
120 gives this also stacking with the Blessing of the Forge.
That's already the thing. I've already put that as a bonus to my armor.
Alright, just wanted to make sure. And then I'll fire a crossbow at the zombie.
Okay. Everybody picking on this one zombie.
Well, he made the mistake of being the quickest zombie.
That will hit, and I need to
slightly better tank
Maybe.
by one.
She's actually in my chat at least. She said, I just realized that Shauna is basically Android 16 right now.
Yep.
By the way, how does the level on the background music sound to you, Kitsu? They added
I
the
need to
battle
get back
track to the back of mine.
I need to get that set up eventually for mine too. You will watch as. Oh, actually, this zombie will just drop. Nope, not that one. We'll just do that. Boop. As it drops to the ground, re-lifeless. And then rope moves up. Next zombie, the rest of the zombies. Okay. 30, 35, 40.
You got this, Diggory.
I'm just moving through all of these because these zombies are just dashing right now. All right, we are back to the top of the order with Oscilar.
All right. Oscilar for his action is going to Thorn Whip this one, directly north to the right a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
If you press and hold your mouse, it will ping.
it's at 15 for 3 damage.
That will hit.
All right, then pull him 10 feet towards me. We can put him into melee.
Boop, boop.
Does forced
And
movement activate opportunity
It does.
attacks?
It does.
All right.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use my Hungry Jaws. Well, it's not pinging. But basically, once per short rest, as a bonus action, I can make a bite attack. If it hits, I gain some temp HP.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
there's
make.
only one person in range for you to hit that guy, so.
Mhm. So I'm gonna try to bite him. Okay. It's just a +4 on the D20.
Okay. Never had to look into whatever's going on with beyond 20 here.
That is a 9.
That will just hit.
All right. So he will take. Let's see. 1d6 plus modifier, which is 2. He will take 8 damage, and I will regain. Or not regain. I will gain 3 temp HP.
Okay. As a lizard
it's-
person, you are used to the taste of undead flesh. It doesn't taste good, but
Are used to it.
alright, that zombie's dead. Dr. Quinn. Medicine person, you're up.
Let's see here.
Dehedro, why do you have to do this to me?
What's that?
You just basically made me want to build a setting that's just Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman as a setting.
Bad?
Okay.
I mean, it's a reason for me to watch a show that I used to love, so
See?
So I'm gonna use one of my Essence of the Raven Queen. Teleport 30 feet. So I'm gonna teleport to. Damn it. There, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move up 2. And gonna cast directly this way. 30. 30 feet.
They
Tasha's
need
cast
to-
approved.
So they need to make a dex save.
And then be covered. If they fail it, they're covered in acid. Take 2d4 at the start of each of their turns. And it's all 4 of the ones in the direct line of me.
I got the right information here. Yep. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 tried.
He certainly did. Like,
So all of these zombies are now covered in acid.
So yeah, each turn, at the start of their turn, until they have to use their action to scrape or wash the acid off, or itself or another creature. So
Yes, because that's
probably
exactly. Yes, because that's exactly what zombies are going to do.
putting a lot of trust in the ability of a zombie to think for itself. And or think.
And it's for up to a minute, and it's concentration.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this will be over well before that minute is up.
Yes.
Alright, well this zombie here is still focused on Sir Diggory.
Yeah, so at the start of their turns, they take the 2d4.
Yep, so roll the 2d4, I'll let you roll the damage.
Okay. Roll. Right.
And he will be attacking Diggory.
We have AC of 19, remember.
He hit
Dang
you!
it!
I didn't even roll the right number for that one.
I
He
mean,
still hit you, but oh well.
I have a 15% chance of being hit, and it,
Now, see if this was sort of Shauna instead, she would have.
and he rolls
Seven
max damage! Alright,
Bud.
7 damage.
And that is its action. Diggory! You just got slammed by a zombie.
And I'm going to take exception to that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unarmed attack again. Nope, still not working. All right. Okay, again, was that plus 7 becomes 17.
That'll hit.
Right. And D8 plus 5 becomes 10. Then immediately after that, I'm going to use Hammering Horns. As a bonus action, I get to make a horn attack immediately against that, which is another 17
That'll hit.
for D6 plus strength for another 10, as he is then pushed 10 feet away. Well, this is a strike save.
Oh, it was a strength save.
Yep, DC 15 strike save.
No,
Nope,
he's
it
pushed
is
back.
pushed back 10 feet.
Let's see this here too. Slash roll 1d 20 plus 2. No, plus 3. Yes. You will watch as you gore the zombie and send it flying away. It tumbles, but looks like looks like you finished it off, but it sees its head dangling in weird angles from being pushed to you, but it stands back up and now is eyeing Dr. Gwenwyn.
And that wasn't even my goring rush ability.
Next up, this zombie.
15% to hit.
It hits again.
Because I'm putting the correct modifier. No, that one misses.
It wouldn't dare.
Oh, the modifier is much worse than what it was.
That's plus 3 to hit. I rolled a plus 1 when I was hitting.
Yes, that's what I meant.
And that is that action. The one directly to the north of you.
Oh, so it's, okay, so actually it's not a 15. It's actually closer to 20? Yeah. You have to roll a
It
16 or
misses.
higher to hit me.
Rote, you're up. You see a couple of zombies eyeing your direction.
I'm gonna fire across like this zombie in front of Dr. Gwenwyn.
Okay. Yes, that hits. You will watch as the arrow soars and the bolt soars and smacks the zombie straight into the chest. It drops to its knees, the unlife of it fading from its eyes before it roars back and stands back up.
Fun.
You'll have your movement and bonus action.
Alright, and remind me, what action was it to take my shield out of my backpack, or whatever?
An interaction, which is kind of a bonus action. Basically, you get 1 per turn.
I'll just take my shield out and move up a bit more.
Okay. So you are now equipped with the shield. Next is a zombie in front of Ocular.
Oh wait, did we roll for these two to take the damage?
Oh, no. So 2d4 twice.
But and
So in order that they acted, -5 here, -7 here. Okay.
and this guy also will have it whenever his turn comes up, which is he's the 0. So
You might as well roll it now because they're all just acting at the same time. Okay. So this one first is swinging at Ocular.
That hits.
It will hit. For 3 points of damage.
Alright, I think I had that temp.
As his arm just swings wildly at you, smacking you across the face. Next one is this one, which will walk up the road and take a swing at him. No!
his arm falls off.
You did roll a natural 1, so you do get that at special
Yep.
bonus table.
matter what, everybody can roll on those. These guys just can't roll on the critical hit table for you guys. Yeah. There.
Oh no, they dropped their weapon. Their arms. They dropped their arms 10 feet, 30 feet away from themselves.
This was a female zombie. She broke a nail.
It is a 17.
They dropped their weapon 10 feet away.
Yep. You'll actually watch, Rhoda, as the thing swings at you with one of its arms, and you hear a very eerie sounding part of flesh ripping apart from itself as an arm goes flying across you and lands just on the other side of you here.
Brilliant.
Now see, if Dehedro was a cruelty act, he could turn that flying hand into a crawling claw.
Not that powerful of an undead.
We're not
Yeah.
talking about a Strahd zombie.
This zombie already taking the damage, doesn't have to. Seeing his friend still attacking on somebody else, seeing the lunch, moves forward and goes for the attack again. 19.
That's a hit.
That'll hit. For 1d6. For 2. And
course.
lastly, this zombie.
You get hit with ones and twos plus bonuses, and I get hit with max damage.
This
Watch,
one
I've complained now. This would be a critical.
will try to hit Diggory. No!
Thank fuck.
And we are back to the top of the order with Ostelar.
I'm going to use my action just to bite this guy.
Okay.
Just a +4, 4.
It's a hungry lizard.
That's a natural 1.
Well,
I'll roll the D100.
Yep.
16.
So as you go in for the bite,
Your teeth fall out.
so what weapon do you have in your hand?
I was using a bite, but I have my staff in my hand. It's my spellcasting focus.
Yep. As you are trying to go through and bite the thing, it shuffles and stumbles away, smacking you in the face, causing you to lose your grip, and you watch as your staff flies away and lands out here.
All right. Then I'm gonna use my movement to stay in its area.
Okay.
Can I use my interaction to pick it back up?
Yes.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
I am moving you. You're not going to take something. I'm just leading distance. I'm already picked it back up. I was trying to draw a mark on there, but it didn't know what to draw. Zombie dead. Dr. Gwen, you have a zombie that is out of order here who is very ticked off looking at you.
It's gonna have a fun time getting with me. Because 5, 10, 15, 20, and your wounds on Diggory.
All right.
Na 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 na.
Thank you.
And that's right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yep. Gonna use my other one of Blessing the Grave Queen to go over there. Not a telepath, but in a safer location. And that's it.
All right, this one needs to take the takes the 2d4 damage.
Gotcha.
All right. And
Get my
roll-
ones out of the way on the damage dice.
And while you watch as the acid bubbles away at it, the creature again seems to the unlife seems to fade from its face, but it roars back and still standing.
I stayed standing through this time, picking up the pieces of my unlife without you on my
Okay.
mind.
Undead Fortitude really doing work today. At least for this one. And seeing as he lost the target, he next finds again on Diggory, charges back in, and takes this one. And misses.
Yes.
Diggory.
Ah, back for more, are you? Well then, how about it? I'll give it to you. Straight jab to his nose. 17. I
Bad.
love rolling 10s apparently.
That'll hit.
Max damage 12. No, not 12. 13.
Okay. You will smash its face in. And again, the unlife fades from it, but this time it doesn't seem to be getting back up.
Don't start none, won't be none. Is there any restrictions on hammering horns? Nope. Nope, I can't do that on a different character. But we did say that two-handed fighting, two-weapon fighting works with my unarmed.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna take another one. And I'm gonna take the guy on my right now.
Okay.
That's probably not gonna. That's 11.
That'll hit.
Oh, okay then.
Their AC's 8. You've hit them enough that
Oh.
their AC's 8.
Perfect. That's a 12.
Okay. As you come around for the hook with that one, he smacks the jaw off, but it just kind of looks at you dumbfounded.
I dare you to sing Elton John with that one.
And the one that's on the other side of you will take a swing at you, Diggory.
Son of a bitch!
They don't get a roll on the table, though.
Oh, they don't? Why not?
They're not
Wait.
trained fighters.
Sad.
I was one or two initiative turns too early in that. What the fuck is my luck?
Oh yeah. Oh. It took
Oh.
6 damage.
It could have been so much worse.
That wasn't the damage for you.
No, I meant
Oh.
the
I know.
Well, that's the acid damage for the Zombo.
acid damage.
Since it rolled double the dice, you take 9 damage from that critical hit there.
Well, it could have been so much worse.
Aren't you glad I healed you before that point?
I am ecstatic.
You will actually notice that, especially with Diggory in the middle of 3 zombies, dancing around and fighting with people, you've attracted a little bit more of a crowd, and there's some cheering going on with that hit.
Apparently, they're cheering for the zombies. Ah,
And that will be that zombie's turn. The next one, the one above you.
Take 7 damage.
please just melt.
Nope, he's still standing. Takes a swing at Diggory.
No!
one is the 0. Yeah, the 0 on this next one.
Rote, you're up with 2 zombies bearing down on you.
One without an arm.
They both have to roll a DC 14 Constitution save or take 3 damage.
Okay. First one fails, second one passes. The first one takes 3 damage. And the other one is fine.
Next, I like to pack away my crossbow.
Okay. I mean, you can drop your weapon as a free action and still draw something else.
I'll drop it, then I'll draw my base then.
Okay.
And I'll stay where I am.
Dropping a weapon is always a free action. Go ahead and roll for the for this zombie here.
The 0 one?
Yeah.
What?
This zombie.
5.
All right. First one is the one attacking Ocular. He won't hit. Next one. This one over here versus Rote. No. Next one versus Rote. No. And the last one versus, with now that is missing their jaw versus Diggory.
Son of
Yes.
a fuck!
They really want some beef.
I was going. Diggory just looks at me like, so that one did Elton John. What are you gonna do? Yoko Ono?
For 12 points.
So what are the rules regarding overkills?
He has to deal enough damage to double your full hit points to kill you.
So we'd have to do 24 damage.
Yes.
Okay, he does not, but that.
See,
But doing 12 points of damage does drop me unconscious.
And fuck.
Boop. The announcer will come over before the top of the round and say, and we have one of the competitors down who seem to be doing so well, fighting off multiple zombies by himself while his friends abandon him.
I'm gonna
Osler, your turn.
bonus action healing word.
Okay.
Diggory. Use his HP back.
Holy hell! What are these great?
So you are up, awake, but you are prone. Where's the prone?
And my
Here, bonk, there.
action.
No, I was gonna say just use that prone.
All right, works for me.
My action is the second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna try to bite this guy.
Okay.
That is another natural 1.
Roll it.
stop trying to hit people.
I can't not
45.
get hit, and you can't hit.
45. Critical table.
You fall prone and drop.
Nope. You fall prone and drop your weapon at your feet. But as you go in for the bite, you lean in it just a little bit too hard. And
I
you
will
drop,
spend.
drop prone and you drop your weapon right at your feet.
I will use my interaction to pick up my weapon, and use half my movement to stand back up.
One of the fighters seems to be having a problem with, well, fighting. Are we sure we should have let these people into the arena? That zombie's dead. Dr. Gwynwyn.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at this one.
Okay, which one?
The one next to Ocelot.
Okay. Will hit.
9 damage.
You smell the singeing smell of rotting flesh, but it is still up.
Ah.
That zombie is dead. Diggory, you are now you. After being smacked so hard by one, you find yourself on the ground, surrounded by 3 still standing zombies.
Were anyone close enough, you would watch Diggory's eyes just completely glaze over. He gets to one knee first, slowly rising. A deep bellow bursting from him. He tenses up his right arm and delivers a powerful uppercut against Yoko Ono zombie here.
Time to roll one.
Please no. 19 plus 7, 26.
That'll hit.
Short cotton.
Roll damage.
11.
You will almost take the zombie's head clean off. Leaving it with it basically dangling behind it. As you almost watch it come back, the almost headless body sits there and still stands right in front of you, defying it.
Oh no, you don't. As per like a Shoryuken, it lifts both me and my target off the ground a little bit. I use that extra momentum and use hammering horns to just headbutt him straight down. 25. For only 8, but still, smash.
As it smashes to the ground, it splits apart in multiple areas and just kind of scatters your landing zone. But it is well gone.
And I use whatever free action you allow me to just bow again.
Talking's always a free action too. This zombie needs to take damage first.
Now I just gotta survive 2 more zombies. How many more crits can I sustain?
And it will... I also roll the other one too.
3-1 to a 1-3.
Get my ones out of the way and damage.
Indeed.
So both of them are taking swings at you, Diggory. The first one will
Thank
miss.
fuck.
The second one will also miss. Root, you're up.
Alright, let's try not throw my mace blade again. I'll hit the one on the left.
Okay. That will hit. Four points. Any other action for you, Root? Or
No, I'm fine.
okay. Let's go ahead and take this guy's damage.
Would you?
Ooh. A major portion of it kind of bubbles and boils away, but he is still standing. Yeah. So the first one against Oscular.
Looking like a true
Will
survivor.
miss.
That will miss.
Looking like a boiled cub.
2 against Rope. 15 will
Ocelot
miss.
down still?
No, he stood.
Okay.
And second one against Rope.
And play one of my sing heckles, but I don't want to dig for them.
Oop. And we are back to the top with the announcer saying, well, now these people are turning things around and actually putting up a good fight against the zombies. Maybe we have the making of some gladiators after all. Also,
Well, surely I can't fail to bite 3 turns in a row, right?
you hit.
Frickin' Luya!
As I do 6 damage to this guy.
Okay. As you bite into this thing's face, you feel the bone give way and you rip most of it off, most of the face off, and it drops completely dead again.
Alright.
Oops.
Oh, I'm gonna move
Okay.
over here in my turn.
That zombie dead. Dr. Gwyn.
Gonna take a shot at that one with another firebolt.
That'll hit for 4 points. And again, the smell of singed dead flesh fills Rote's nose. But the zombie still stands.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. That zombie's dead. Diggory!
You have 2 acid-covered zombies in your face.
Well, hopefully I will have less after this. Turning on his hoof, he's just gonna give another massive right haymaker into the guy directly in front of him.
Okay.
Maybe.
I
That'll
should think a 24 would do fine with that. And okay, it's a less massive haymaker, 6.
You will take this one's jaw off as just like the last one from that haymaker. Its head spinning almost off and you hear bone cracking, but as the head spins back around to face you, the thing is still standing.
I am not leaving another Yoko Ono! Hammering horns! Yeah, 17, 18
That
rather.
hit. You have to roll a nat 1 to basically hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much, don't I? Yeah, so that's another 12.
And with your horn piercing through it, this one drops to the ground, unalived again.
I'm doing it in such a way that his skull, that the head is ripped from its body and sticking on my horn.
All right, this one is still
Roller
standing.
time. Taking 6 damage.
Diggory, you'll watch as this one, the acid that is on it, melt away most of its face, and you'll see as the unlight flickers away from its eye again, but surges back as it continues to attack you. Missing.
More accurately, I just stand there staring at him and let him just rake over my chainmail ineffectively.
That one misses. That one's dead. Rote.
Let's go for another mace swing on the left one.
Okay. Not a natural 20, but a good hit for a good amount of damage.
And also use the for an extra point of damage.
All right. You will feel bones crunch underneath that weight of a blow for how strong it was. But the undead creature in front of you still seems to be very ready to fight you. Alright, we'll take this one's damage here.
5.
And as the acid eats away at it, it melts into it. It melts away at its brain, and it just collapses to the ground.
Dots for the win.
Don't do drugs, kids. This is your brain on acid.
There's only one zombie left to fight, and this is the one in front of Throat right now.
Is there?
It swings. There's two zombies, but there's only one that can actually act right now. Everyone else is dead. 19 hits, you right? Yeah.
Yep.
50 damage. Ooh, that's amazing.
For 3. At the top of the
Oh, Kitsu's back.
Hello.
Hi, Kitsu. At the top of the round, the announcer will say, these new potential gladiators are actually almost done with the zombies. They seem to be wrapping things up, but will we see any more interesting fumbles? Actually, your turn.
Gonna go biting again. 20,
That'll hit.
and we do a little bit of damage.
That is
Do
IT
5 damage.
then.
As you again find purchase with your strong jaws and rip this zombie apart, it falls to the ground completely motionless and lifeless.
I'll spend my movement to walk over here. Hold on, let me just.
All right. That one's gone. Dr. Gwen.
Crossbow.
Yeah, you never know when something funny is
Okay.
gonna happen on this show.
Did something funny happen?
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
1 damage.
The corpse looks a little bit colder than it was before, but it is still alive. As much as the zombie can be alive.
And that's gonna be it.
Diggory.
1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 25.
Remember, you do have 40 movement.
I do, but the shortest distance to punching is a straight line, so
Yes, but you could do a weird kick by having it going around.
true. But that would mean I would reduce my damage output. That would only give me one hammering horn, one goring rush attack, as opposed to 2.
That hit.
Yeah, for 12. And the second,
It
because I see that
stays alive.
I see that 20. Plus another 20, dirty 20 to hit for another 11.
It's still alive.
Why won't you just squish?
Magic pixel.
It really is a magic pixel.
It won't squish because it refuses to die. Bro, your turn.
Try and kill it.
Oh, net 20. Roll me that D100 to see what you get on that table.
Meh.
35. Double your damage.
Damage.
No, you literally roll your, yeah. Is it 2d6 for your mace?
Yep. So roll that again.
It's 1d6 for your base.
Yeah,
You
2D.
roll your roll.
Oh,
That's standard crit if you do it that way. You just roll your regular
Oh, yeah,
damage
it'll-
up to that.
it already did the
Yeah,
crit for me.
Just roll 1d6.
2d6 would be a maul's damage.
So that's 8 damage. Still more than enough to kill it right, or potentially kill it right now. Yeah, it's gone. The last one, as Rote, especially since you rolled a critical on that one, Rote, how do you finish this thing off?
But first I knock out Sneeze and I keep going. When it's down to my face level.
Okay.
I think we lost it.
And that's it.
Alright. Well, with you finishing off the zombie, the crowd roars to life, and you seem you've brought in a decent crowd, only about 600 to 700 people here. They are cheering. Some of them are even throwing some what looks to be favors or flowers into the arena for you. As
I famously go around to pick them all up.
And then soon after that, the announcer says, well, it was a decent fight, and it seems the people of the port welcome these new gladiators. They have qualified to participate in future events. Will we see them again? Will they meet a better fate? Who knows? Contestants, you may leave the arena for now. And with that,
I'm gonna take the skull off my horn as I'm leaving. I'm just gonna huck it into the densest part of the crowd.
you get a little bit more cheers from that one. As you are leaving the arena, you are greeted by the person who was outside, initially said, still sitting in the exact same spot it seemed, but they seem to have a little bit more of a bigger smile as you guys exit the arena. Looks like you guys did a fairly decent fight. How do you feel?
Ugh. Wide open. That was exactly what I needed. That's not a
Excellent.
euphemism, by the way.
Excellent. I did see you took a nasty spill in that fight.
Ah, you have some prime zombies you got in that batch, I'll tell you.
Now, those ones were fresh from the jungle not too long ago. But you all did well. Here, your qualifying person. He puts out a bag in front of on the table in front of him. Your names have been put into the register as qualified combatants. So we look forward to seeing you at other tournaments.
It's definitely been some fantastic exercise. I look forward to seeing some more of this.
Yeah, it was fun.
And if you open the purse, you will find that you have been paid a whopping 15 copper pieces.
Well, I wanted the exercise. That's all I wanted.
How much was the favors I picked up cost?
If you sell them to the right person, you could probably get another maybe about 5 to 6 copper.
That's what I'm doing for the rest of the day, I guess.
You're easily able to find some people on A few things. You see a few people who are kind of waving to you guys as you are um, going to leave the area. You've picked up a few fans, but not a lot. It's only a qualifying match. But we're gonna wrap up a little because I gotta get ready for the for Blood Bowl for Pro Bowl here.
Yep.
But congratulations, you've hit a milestone. Level 2.
Hallelujah.
Yay.
Yay, you guys leveled.
You level 2.
I wonder why my
Okay.
scroll wheel isn't working right again. It's like everything's breaking.
How do you
Oh,
do
those.
HP for level ups? Do we all roll, or can we take average if we don't want to roll?
So your choice, but you can either roll or you can do half +1 plus con modifier.
I am a average person. Haha.
Damn, turn that would have been useful there.
Yep, I'll keep with the average myself. Man, action surge would have been helpful on that. Alright. What?
So congratulations, guys! You guys have hit level 2. Dun 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 dun. dun.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
hey, kids, don't ever worry about if you're gone from something. If I'm using milestone for most of the stuff, um,
Mhm.
you'll still earn XP unless I'm handing out special XP for doing something that you had to physically be there for. Then you'll always be at the same level.
Okay.
But with that, for now, since I have to get ready for Pro Bowl here in a little bit, I'm going to be ending my stream, and I'm going to wonder here for a second. I'm just going to leave my desktop audio on. Digi, are you still in my stream?
I'm still
Yeah.
in your stream.
Yeah, but I got a freaking stupid ad going for a couple more moments here.
Yes.
Stupid
Alright,
ads.
well, while you're doing that, I may as well get my outro to all you guys hanging out, chatting around. Thank you all for hanging, chatting, being all around cool dudes. Dehedro, thank you for the great game.
I'm glad you enjoyed. Sorry for taking you out almost.
Hey, it's about what would have happened. It would have been funny anyway, considering who I've got coming up I've got on deck coming up. So yeah, with that,
Also,
I'm gonna.
congratulations. We got away with another episode of not leaving the city.
Exactly.
That random water barrel just taking me out.
That was hilarious. All
That
right,
was hilarious. I've almost killed 2 people today. I feel accomplished as a GM.
you should.
All right, let's see if my outro works.